Okay, folks, April Reigne, I want to show you at least the highlights of today's congressional hearing. It's not being covered that much in the news, and it should be because this has been going on. It's been an issue for 5 years. And they are just now, they being Wells Fargo, they're just now getting around to apologizing and kind of, sort of, but I get the feeling not really remedying the situation. So I've taken the highlights of it from today's hearing, which is September 29th. Enjoy.
The chair now recognizes the gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. McHenry, Vice Chairman of our committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So let's look at your Code of Ethics and Business Conduct. And you said in your message as CEO, we are all responsible for maintaining the highest possible ethical standards in how we conduct our business and serve our customers. The Code of Ethics, in fact, says our code applies to all team members, including officers, as well as directors of Wells Fargo and Company and its subsidiaries. It also says we are all accountable for complying with the code, as well as all company policies and applicable laws. And finally, it's critical that all team members have a solid understanding of our company's Code of Ethics and Business Conduct, and understanding that non-compliance with the policy may result in disciplinary action up to and including termination of employment. You clearly have failed. You've clearly failed in your own ethical standards internally. You have broken, and your company has broken, long-standing law. You've broken long-standing ethical standards that you have within your company. This has nothing to do with this debate about Dodd-Frank or anything else. You've broken a long-standing law, and you've defrauded your customers. How can you rebuild trust? How can you rebuild trust? And how can you get through this thing? What standards are you holding yourself to that sends a message to the rest of these folks in your organization that look to you for leadership and guidance? What are you doing to restore that?
Yes. Well, thank you, Congressman. The culture of the company is strong, and I know
it's really hard to say that when you're before Congress for the second time, and behind you was all the settlements you've had for problematic relationships you've had with your customers by taking their money, right? Counter to the law, counter to your ethical standards. So it's great that you say you have a strong culture, but why are we here today? How are you addressing that?
Yeah, we are addressing it. First of all, with respect to culture, we have 268,000 people who have made their life's work and careers out of helping customers. There's people today who are out with young...
That's why I raise this in the way that I do, by severe disappointment. Severe disappointment. That's all. You broke the law. We make the law in Congress. This is not new stuff that all of a sudden Congress changed some rules and you can't have your employees create fake accounts and take fees from customers unknowingly, unwittingly. There's never in human history when that has been an ethical okay, right? So for you to say the culture is okay, this seems to me that you're just tone deaf to this. The final thing you need to think about, and your board of directors need to think about, is this. The impact you have is not simply on your institution, but the wider conversation on how my consumers can access credit. And the implications on what you've done and your leadership has done has this broader societal impact that is very negative.